amazing day, you know. I've been with my kid and he wanted to record a podcast, with his friends. He's into basketball and, you know, and he pitched the idea to me. I said, okay, I'll see how it goes, so we put it together. And I appreciate my partner Smoke at the studio for helping us out today. And, we did it, man. We put it together. I'm really proud of the kids for the effort and just, the rhythm. You really could see, the friendship and the bond and the passion they have for basketball. It all came out, especially for this to just be like a pilot episode. It was really dope, and I'm really impressed with them. Yeah, it's been an amazing day, already, man. Like reflecting on a lot, It's crazy being a parent to a teenager, reflecting on that. It's kind of crazy, man. I joke with him. I say, man, you just was in my balls, dog. And he told me today that he got his permit. So he's going to be out here on the road soon, doing his thing. Eventually he'll have a license and a car and all these things. And it's so crazy. I feel like he just was a baby. It went by in the blink of an eye. As they say, it's been a blur, Yeah, it's been it's been an interesting day, just like reflecting on that. A lot on my mind involving the idea of parenthood, how fleeting it is, in regards to, the phases, that you experience with the child, It's like it's a baby, it's a toddler, and then you look up and this is like a real person with like a personality and, his own interests and everything like that. And then you're just on a journey, and then you have to adapt, to the role as a parent, because that changes, throughout, the lifetime. So it's really interesting, man. I'm just in those moments where I'm really reflecting on that, just how quickly it flies by. It's really crazy, man. It's really crazy. I know people can relate, the parents out there. It's really crazy, to watch him become a man. It's really an amazing experience, The power of that connection that you have with your child. It's hard to put in words until you experience it. I never even imagined, becoming a father. Like, really, I don't know. I really don't think I ever had a vision for that. And when it happened, I was not prepared in any way. But the universe provides if your heart is pure. It's always been my guy, He's always had my back, since he was a baby. He's always just been my little guy. So it's crazy to see, the man he's becoming. But that's the beauty of it. That's the journey. That's what we do it for. So he can become his own man. Eventually he may have his own children, So I'm just trying to appreciate the time. Appreciate, the moment and the time I get to spend with him. Because like I say, pretty soon he'll have his own life. But it's dope though. It gives me something to keep me going. You know what I'm saying? When I'm low, I gotta remember that I gotta take care of him. I have to be there for him. I have to be, you know, a model of stability for him.
Like as we were leaving yesterday, she goes, I just love her.
It's a big part of parenthood is remembering that like the children are going to repeat the patterns and behavior that they see. So try to be the best I can, it's a marathon, you know what I mean? It's you know what I'm saying, with hills, you know what I'm saying? So some ups and downs and that shit, but I try to be the best I can. It's tough out there. But yeah, it just always reminds me that someone is out there, depending on me. As a man, when times are tough, I know we have a tendency to isolate. It feels like it just feels like the right thing to do. When times are tough or, you're dealing with a lot. But I'm always reminded, when I'm with my son that I've got a person out there who needs me, and I need him as well. That's actually, the real gift is that I need him too. That's the real jewel here, I need him too. I look in his little eyes and I still remember that baby, but he's not a baby anymore, And so it's like along his journey, I'm teaching him a lot, but my eyes are open, you know what I'm saying? So I learn from him as well. And yeah, it's really crazy. It's really crazy, But yeah, to see him do his thing today and really, he looked like a real journalist up there, man. It was really like, blew my mind. It blew my mind to see that, And I told him like anything else, it's reps up, baby. So, the more you do it, like the better you'll be at it. But I think he really is a natural. He knows the shit. He knows the game. He knows how to, discuss the game, and just, to see him do his thing was incredible. So, I'm out here doing me, vibing, wiggling, you know what I mean? I still got like a lot going on today. I'm in my mode, I'm in business mode today, man. I'm in a relationship business, as I say, so I'm in my mode today. Got a lot going on. So I'll keep this one short and sweet. Signing off is Surf. Talk to you guys tomorrow.